As many of you know, I recently went to the new Disneyland theme park resort in Shanghai, which you can read about in my blog. You know, go and read about it in my blog. And of course, I just recently went to see Finding Dory. Or by the time this video comes out, probably a while ago, I saw Finding Dory. I love Disney films. I loved Finding Dory, and although that's Pixar and Disney, things like Zootopia, all Disney films, I think are fantastic. I really, really admire them as a company, their really strong brand, and the quality of their filmmaking, not just in their animated films, but also in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What they're doing with Star Wars is really, really cool, and how they're basically just expanding this cinematic world, and they are absolutely dominating the box office, which raises an interesting question with their animated films is, do you think they should bring in, say, gay princes? If you think about the classic Disney animation of princes and princesses and kings and queens and all that sort of stuff, do you think it's about time that Disney bring in gay characters, gay princes, whatever it may be? I don't have anything wrong with obviously straight characters. There's no problem at all, because you're there for the story, you're not about the sexuality. If you're constantly presenting that sort of language, that sort of discourse on screen, that is what, particularly for children, that's what they're going to understand as normal. And anything different, anything other than that is not that normal. Now, I know that's a bit of a blanket statement because there's so much of a child's life that is not just dedicated towards Disney films, obviously. But Disney is such a powerful tool in the upbringing of people. Everyone watching here would have a favorite Disney animated film. There is no doubt. You'd be able to name it. Go, name it below and tell me, what is your favorite Disney film? You will have it, because it is such an integral part of people's lives, and it's just a company that's constantly there, particularly in the film world. It's just covered the camera there. It's a company that's constantly there. And when I talk about bringing in gay characters, I'm not talking about side characters. I mean front and center. They're there, and it's not broad. It's not a focus of discrimination. It's just the fact that you're telling their story. What's a child going to know any different? They're just swept up in the Disney magic, as we all are. I still get swept up in the Disney magic when I go to like Disneyland and see Disney films. Oh my god. And look, one could argue that it's a big risk for their brand, putting something like that out there. But I disagree with that, because think of television. Television's come a long way in terms of depicting gay characters. Yes, you could argue that a lot of TV shows, particularly the major mainstream ones, they're still very much side characters. They're kind of, you know, over there. But there are gay-dominated shows or gay-focused shows that are doing very, very well. And with a brand such as Disney, it is such a strong brand that they are the people that need to be setting the trend for animation. They do set the trend for animation and children's films, and they're the company that needs to be taking that sort of risk, because if they do it, then other companies would do it. But if they just do side characters, then other people will start to do side characters, and you're still communicating that message of, well, it's still just a side thing. It's not really, here's the focus, but they're just over there. It's okay, but they're over there. Not a great message, in my opinion. And with a brand such as Disney, like, obviously something like Finding Dory is an established brand. I don't think that bringing gay characters into established brands or established characters is the right way to do it. Like, I wouldn't make Toy Story 4 and just make Mr. Potato Head gay. It wouldn't make any sense. It would be stupid. And I think it also communicates the wrong message, that sexuality can flip like that. And that's not a really good thing to be saying to kids. But bring it into a completely new product, which Disney can sell, because all they need is the Disney brand. I mean, look at Zootopia. Zootopia wasn't based on anything else. It was just a Disney animated film, and it grossed $1 billion worldwide. It's one of the highest grossing films of all time, and one of, like, the second or third highest grossing of 2016 worldwide. Like, it's insane numbers, and it's also a great film. It's a fantastic film. I loved it, and it is hysterical. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Otherwise, I'll jump through that camera and slap you. But I feel they should be the trendsetters, and they are very much supportive of diversity and homosexuality. I've got a little Mickey badge with the pride flag on it, which is very, very cute. But let me know your thoughts. Should a company like Disney or other big animated firms, companies or firms that produce animated films, should be pursuing these sort of stories? And do you think it's important to communicate this to children as well as adults, to show that you can tell it's not about the gender or sexuality of the people, it's the story you're telling. It's not got anything to do with who they're interested in. What do you think? It's an interesting topic, and I think about it all the time. I really hope that the day will come that Disney will make a film where the two lead characters happen to be gay. That's my dream. Maybe I've just learned 3D animation, actually. I've done a basic course, and maybe it's up to me to do it. Just saying, Disney, I'm there to write, I'm there to make, I'm there to direct. Maybe not direct, that's a big ask. But maybe write if you need a writer. I'm a writer, dear. I'm a writer. I have a blog, you know. I'm just such a good writer. Anyway, let's have a chat down below. Let me know your thoughts on this topic, and if there is an animated film that has gay characters in it that you've seen, maybe a small independent film, let me know. Or if there's a big film that I don't know about or I'm stupid enough to remember, let me know as well.